Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and another Monday mix. Now, as per usual, I'm just going to start off with a few things I've actually received in the post. The first one came from the Royal Mint. So this is the latest in the James Bond £5 series. Bond of the 2000s or the noughties, if you want to call it. Now, this one has him depicting riding a hovercraft, and I think there's 3 film titles there. Quantum of Solace, which actually was on at the weekend on the telly. I've got Die Another Day and Casino Royale. So that's the latest, like I say, in the Bond series. I haven't had the one from Change Checker, even though I'm supposed to be on the subscription list. So, as per usual, I'm not going to read what's inside. I'm not going to open it just yet. So, Millennium Man. The 2000s were an incredible period for James Bond franchise. It saw the series enter its 5th decade of cinema and transition into the new millennium. And it's got there, Daniel Craig became the latest actor to take on the role. The specifications. Obvious designer Martin Jennings and reverse designers Matt Dent and Christian Davies, who's obviously done the designs for all of the coins in this series. Now the next one, this is the one that was actually ordered for my birthday. I think it was ordered on the 20th of April, believe it or not. I did get an email saying it was delayed due to the waiting stock, and that was in early May. Then I got another email saying there was still a waiting stock, but the first one, or the first date, had already passed. So anyway, it finally arrived. I've just taken it over its plastic wrapper. And this is the inaugural year of King Charles III, 50p collection. It's from the Isle of Man. It's Glyn Davies, I think, his portrait of King Charles III. And we've got 5 coins there. I'll come back to them in a second. You can pause and read that at your leisure, because there's 5 different coins, of which the monarch has to attend, it says, each one of these events. So we've got the Royal Maundy Service. So his first one was 6th of April 23. Obviously he would have had to be at his coronation. The Trooping Over the Colour, and I think that's coming up later in the next couple of weeks. The Garter Service, 19th of June, and the State Opening of Parliament, 7th of November 23. So let's have a look at the coins in more detail. I do apologise for any glare I get off this, because it's got a yellow light behind us, which isn't very good. Let's see if I can. So this one's the Royal Maundy Service. Got a picture of the Maundy coins. With the coronation. Trooping Over the Colour, and the Royal Standard. And the Garter Service. And lastly, the State Opening of Parliament with Westminster and Big Ben in the background, the Elizabeth Tower. And at the bottom we've got the specifications, country of issue Isle of Man. Zoom out a bit so I can read it all. Cubic nickel, diameter 27.3, weight 8 grams, reverse designer Quentin Peacock, reverse designer Glyn Davies, and brilliant uncirculated finish. Now, normally you get sort of a bit of bump with the coins, and I actually got this. Now, this is from 2021. The Bailiwick Jersey Royal British Legion Centenary set. But as you can see there, it's got £37 saving, because it usually is £62.50, and then you've got postage on top. Postage £3.99, but it's been reduced to 25 quid. Now, I've been after this set for a while. I've been looking on eBay, etc. But when I got this, I thought, well, there's no way I'm going to miss out on that. I mean, £25, I mean, you're looking at about £5 a coin, because there's only 5 coins. And it's roughly what the price of the brilliant uncirculated ones are that you get from Change Checker. So, yeah, so I've ordered it. So if anybody's interested, all you have to do is go to westminsterorders.com, and then you've got to put this code in, 216585W, and then it's a 0 at the end, not the letter O. So you can order it online, because normally you only get these if you've ordered a set yourself of something else. So I thought I might as well share that with you guys if anybody is interested in buying one. I don't know how many sets they've got left. I think there was, yeah, just having a look here, there was an initial limit of 25,000. So you might have to get your skates on if you do want one. Now next up we've actually got what happened on this day. Now I know it is the 3rd of June, but I'm just going to go back one day to the 2nd of June because I thought it was well worth a mention. And that was the 2nd of June 1953. We saw the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II. And for the 3rd of June, we've got births-wise, the tennis player Rafael Nadal Pereira, who is celebrating his 38th birthday today. He was born in 1986. And it says there in the description that he was the first man to win 22 Grand Slam single men's titles. We also saw the birth in 1925 of Bernard Schwartz. Well, he's better known as Tony Curtis. Now, Tony Curtis, or Bernard, he was actually born in the Bronx in New York, but he actually had a troubled childhood, and he was originally in a street gang. But he went off to serve in the US Navy, and when he left, he started training as an actor. And you can probably remember anybody that's seen the film, Some Like It Hot, with Jack Lemmon, and also starred Marilyn Monroe as well. Now, also born on the 3rd of June 1865 was the future King of the United Kingdom, George V. He was born George Frederick Ernest Albert. Now, at the time, Queen Victoria was on the throne, and George V's father, Edward VII, would have been next in line. Now, George V was actually in the Navy, but he actually came out of the Navy following the death of his brother through pneumonia. Now, his brother was the elder of the two, who would have been the next in line to the throne. So they thought that George V needed more specialised training because he would have been the next heir to the throne after Edward VII. Now, strangely, he actually married Princess Mary of Teck, who was the fiancée of his late brother. They married like a year after the brother's death. But George V was crowned king on the 22nd of June 1911, following the death of Edward VII of the 6th of May 1910. People who died on the 3rd of June, we had Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr., Cassius Clay, who changed his name in later years to Muhammad Ali. He proclaimed himself the greatest. He died at the age of 74. Other events: Prince Edward, Duke of Windsor, who would have been Edward VIII. He actually married Wallis Simpson in 1937. And also in 1989 we had the Tiananmen Square, where the Chinese used military intervention to stop pro-democracy demonstrations, and over 100,000 people demonstrated and resulted in hundreds of deaths. And that picture is a person he's called Tank Man. That's become quite synonymous with the demonstration. Now, today is also known as World Bicycle Day, Love Conquers All Day, National Egg Day, World Cider Day, the Dickens variety is the best, Insect Repellent Awareness Day, and National Repeat Day. But I'm not going to say that all again. So yeah, National Repeat Day. Apparently, if it's something that, if you like doing something like a nice meal, watching a film, I suppose Groundhog Day, but Groundhog Day is actually the 2nd of February. Yeah, you can do it all over again. So Love Conquers All Day, and then the Dickens Cider Day, and then you can repeat it all again. Now at number 1 in the charts way back in 2001, I thought I might as well mention this. It was DJ Pied Piper and the Masters of Ceremonies with Do You Really Like It? I just thought I'd mention that because I know Ten Bob, she's always saying loving it, loving it, loving it. But the 4th week at number 1 out of, I think it was a 5-week run, in 1985 was Paul Hardcastle and 19. Now there's not going to be any spotlight on this week because I can't be bothered to go through 122 million of 2019 shales. But what I thought I'd do is mention about coin storage. Now I've done this many times in the past on the What's in the Box. But there's a reason I'm mentioning it today, and I'll come to that in a second. So, various ways of storing your coins. So, firstly, we've got this little pocket album. I got mine from UK Coin Hunt. Very reasonably priced. Get a variety of colours. Ideal for storing your coins sort of mid-term. You're sort of looking about maybe 5 to 6 years. And can hold up to 96 coins. Because you've got 12 on a page and there's 8 pages. So 8, 12 is 96. I think at the last count it was about £5 something per album. You can earn points as well, and if you make any future purchases, you can use those points to discount off the full total. Also in the past, I've shown you this before, it's a presentation folder I got from Viking Direct. I think I've got about 5 of these. They used to do them in a range of colours, but now you tend to can only get them in blue. So I've got one here for 50 pences and £2 coins. I've got one that holds the half pennies, decimal half pennies, pennies, 2s, 5s, 10s, 20s and £1 coins. And these ring binders are really, really strong, and they're quite thick as well, because the change checker ones, which I originally tried, are very thin. So the flip pages, which are quite solid, will move around on the change checker ones, but on the other ones, they sort of fit quite snug. But I'm gonna have to start moving some of these out because this album is getting absolutely heavy. Now the cost-wise for these albums, they used to only be about £3-4, but it's actually gone up now. So anything between 1 and 9, if you're buying any, it's £5.79, excluding VAT. So if you're adding 20% on, it's going to be around £6.95 per folder. And it is only just for the folder. I mean, the pages you have to buy separate, the flips you have to buy separate. So moving on to the pages and the flips, I've just bought another 5 of these, and you can also get 100 flips of your choice. I've gone for the 30mm ones, which house the £2 and the 50 pences quite nicely. Just the smaller version of the 50 pences. Now this I got from Coin Gallery, or you can look under Andy_Jack. That's on eBay, and the cost for the 100 flips and the 5 flip pages is $14.99. But you do get 100 flips and you got 100 slots for them to go in. It is free delivery as well. Then also I've got those red coin trays, one of which I showed you last week on the with the £1 in. I've got 5 pences, 10 pences, 20s, some 50s and £2 in those as well. Also in the past I've used quadrum capsules, and I've got a couple of these cases that house crowns, and in this case I've got some £5 coins in here. So I've got the Lunar series up to and including the Year of the Dragon. I'm still waiting for the, I think it's the Year of the Rat. I think that's the only one that is missing from date. Don't know what that is. It's really like a jersey £1. I think that was I think I bought that separately. I think Change Checker selling it for quite a lot more than what I got it for. Yeah, so I've got quite a few in there, £5 coins. So that is another storage solution. I mean, these cases aren't cheap, I must admit, but I was just wanting something a bit more robust to put the £5 coins in. Now, going back to the Change Checker albums, you can actually buy these from Change Checker along with pages. I think you get 5 pages. Each of them only have the 9 slots though, so it's only for like the blue carded. That costs $8.49. It's normally $13.49 if you buy them separately, but obviously then there's your postage on top, $2.99. You can buy the pages separately, $3.99 each, which I think is quite a lot just for one plastic page. Or you can buy 5 for $5.99, and again postage and packing $1.99 on top. But I don't buy them for that. So I've mentioned all that because one of the regular viewers to the channel did actually mention to me that there is another coin album well worth looking out for. Now, it was Karen Borwell who actually pointed me in the direction of these Uncle Paul leather albums. So I've bought 2. This one here is a lot smaller, but it's about maybe A4 size maybe, and this one holds 350 coins. So you got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you got 35 little plastic pages, and there's 10 of them. This size here, I think it's 1.2 by 1.4 inches, or 30 by 35 mil, and it did actually cost £13.99. Now somewhere on here might be on the other one. Yeah, we got high quality material. I think it's all PVC free, so, or acid free, so it should keep your coins quite nice, and it is a solid leather cover. But this one here, which is a lot bigger, is the leather album flip page. Now again, it's got 10 pages. Just to read this here. So hardcover, acid free, PVC, non-corrosive. So again, it should keep your coins quite nice. Now I've put some coin flips in there already, But again, we've got 4, 8, 12, 16, so we've got 20 flip slots on each page, and there's 10 of them. So what I've put in here at the minute is just my spare 50p territory coins. So I've got a couple there from Gibraltar. Some of them have the same date on. Then we've got Isle of Man, Lockton Ram, Guernsey, actually the Isle of Man's on the next page because it's shown through, but Guernsey there. And then we've got I've got some Isle of Man coins, and some Jersey ones as well. And then I had a few others. I thought I'd just try them out. So I've got the Battle of Britain, Squirrel Nut Kid, Peter Rabbit from 2018, Mrs. Tiltmouse. Of course, you've got to have a Paddington at the Palace in every video. Platinum Jubilee, the Coronation, and of course that 1998 that I found some time ago, which has got a slight rotation on it. Right, cost wise, now this well, the first album I showed you, this one here, was $13.99. I think I've already mentioned that, but this one here was $11.99. Now you can get it from Amazon. Originally it was $12.69, but I think it's 6% discount, so $11.99. And I know what I'm going to be asking for Father's Day present. These are absolutely fantastic. Karen, I must thank you very much for that. They're an absolute godsend, and I think they're a lot better than the presentation pages. But I did buy the presentation albums a while back because it was cost-wise. But now I've got a little bit extra in the bank. I can spend a bit more on a higher end. So I don't know what. Still do not know what I'm going to be doing with this. I don't know whether to put my £2 in from the other presentation folder that I've just mentioned. But yeah, so like I say, I can get 200 in there, no problem at all. So thank you once again, Karen, and I think that'll be the end of the video today, folks. All I can say is thank you for watching. Let us know if you have already got these albums, whether you think they're a good deal. I think they are, because I mean $11.99 for the folder and the pages. I mean, technically you only need to buy the flips. Where I think Coin Gallery was selling a Lighthouse book, and that was for $22.99, again without the flips. Right, so that's it, folks. I'll see you in next week's video. So thank you for watching, keep on hunting, enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.